Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Instagram. It is Thursday. It is 9:30 in the morning. It is super bright and early. And today is, as you can tell by my super fancy eyewear, a party day. Today's exciting. We get to have a reveal of one of our mini mystery quilts today. I'm so excited. I actually have one here to show you. And it was such a fun project. And we will get to talk more about that in a minute. But first, I'm going to take these glasses off because they're making me a little dizzy. I actually, my 11-year-old Dominic, who I know many of you know, he's been a guest before on these lives with us, went to overnight camp and he brought those back and they were sitting on the table this morning. So I grabbed them because I can and it's fun. All right. So we're going to start our live like we always do with questions that have been submitted over the past 2 weeks. We took last week off for the holiday. I have not seen these, so I will be reading them. And if you choose to submit a question for our next session, just head to cottoncuts.com/live and I'll answer it live. So today we have a question from Martha Drummond from Des Moines, Iowa. Thanks, Martha, for submitting a question. I love Des Moines. When you go to quilt your fabric, do you put your sandwich together with spray or do you pin it all together? All right, so this is a great question. So I'm assuming this is talking about you've got your top all pieced and you're putting your backing and the batting in the middle. And so for me, I've actually done it both ways. And so I have used spray base before and I've also used safety pins. And I like both ways actually. I think if I have a smaller project, that spray base, there's no way around it. It's really, really simple. It's really, really great. It works well. Safety pins work if I have kind of a bigger project where I don't want to have to worry about spraying large surface areas. For me, I also I'm a like keep things kind of clean and tidy, and that if there's any overflow from that spray base, it's going to get messy and make things around you sticky. So I just have to wait for the right weather, the right time of day. So there's a little bit of those considerations. I would say I use spray based on a project for me that stretched a lot. It had a lot of bias triangles, and when I went to quilt it, it made kind of a parachute in the middle of my project. It was not great, not ideal, but I was doing it for a friend, and so it had to get done. And so spray based saved that project. I was able to get it all together, and when I quilted it, you would never know that, a few hours earlier, it was this parachute in the middle of a project. So I can endorse both ways. I like both ways. If you have a third way, I am always loving to learn new things. Put it in the comments and let us learn if there's other ways in which you put your quilt sandwich together when you're quilting it. All right, second question is from Angela Wright from Boise, Idaho. What would be a good first project for a beginner quilter? Okay, so I wouldn't be at Cotton Cuts if I didn't say the Puzzle Mystery Quilt wasn't a great first project for a beginner quilter. I would say the best first project for a beginner quilter is one that you feel confident when you complete it. And so it needs to be something that's really simple. You have to have a lot of early wins. I would say that, legit kits, I love legit kits, like 400 pieces, that's not a super fantastic beginner project. You want something that's big shapes that are easy to cut. I would say nothing more complicated than a triangle and a square and a strip. Those will give you the highest chance of success and build the most confidence as you go. I also think beginner quilter projects are well supported by the online YouTube community. I know we have a lot of our ambassadors that put together beginner friendly tutorials. Those ways in which you can gain information are super important for a beginner quilt because you want to feel supported. And like I said, it's all about building confidence. If that first quilt is an absolute disaster because the fabric's not right, or it's too hard to sew, or it's too complicated to cut, you're not going to want to do it again. So you have to set yourself up to success from the beginning. All right. So if you have a question, like I said, head to that website, cottoncuts.com/live, and I will answer it here every Thursday. All right. So this week we have the reveal of our Rosa's Holiday Your Way mini mystery. So we launched this just 6 weeks ago. Gosh, it seems like just yesterday. And the concept was to make a holiday table runner for your table this holiday season. No matter how you celebrate, the month of December is full of a lot of celebrations, be it holidays, be it New Year's. How do you gather with your loved ones, friends, and family and gather around a communal table. This is really important to me. I talked about it at the time of just taking a time out, taking a time away from work, from school, from sports, from extracurriculars, and just gathering with the people you love and sharing appreciation for them. And that was really the catalyst for this project. And so we pre-cut all the pieces and sent them to everybody. And every other day we emailed instructions. It was really easy. It was, for me, maybe like 20 minutes a day to sew these pre-cut parts and pieces together. I have to say, I loved sewing with this fabric. It is from a company we haven't used before a lot at Cotton Cuts, Staff Fabrics. This fabric was amazing. It was great for our team to die cut. It was great to sew with. It's pressed really well. I love this fabric and I can't wait to put it into future projects for us. So there were 5 different collections put together. Some were more Christmassy, some were more, the one I'm going to show you is red, white, and black. That's why I'm wearing my red shirt today. And so without further ado, I'm going to actually show you a finished Mistletoe Kisses tabletop runner that's going to be on my table this year. And so I'm going to try and get it on the camera. There will definitely be pictures online later today, but I think that's, you guys can get kind of a good sense for how it looks from the picture. It was, like I said, about 20 minutes a day. The sewing together and finishing it took me about 30 minutes today. It was not that hard to put together, and it's going to make a fantastic addition to our holiday table this year. For me, when my husband and I got married, we registered for red, white, and black table settings. That's what we wanted our formal table to look like. All of our china matches this theme. And every year when we get together, I think I should make a table runner. I should make a table runner. I really should get around to making that table runner. And here, 23 years later, because it was pre-cut and because it was sent to me, we're actually gonna have a table runner on our table this year. So I feel like successfully accomplished a 23-year goal. I am excited for that. All right. So I know that there were about, oh gosh, 300 people or so that were sewing this project along with us. If you want to join, you definitely still can. We just restocked the website with tons more of these kits and all the colorways. We called the manufacturer when we saw how popular it was. They sent us a ton of fabric. It was great. We also have extra fabric on the website if you want to add, embellish, change. I'm a big fan of making it your own. So if you want to go online and buy more fabric and add extra borders or make some piecing on the backing, definitely do that. I love it. I encourage it. And I can't wait to see pictures of that in the Cotton Cuts fabric group. Thank you to everyone that participated in our mini mystery. These are always so much fun. And we will definitely be doing more in 2024. These are great for our team and they're great for everyone that sews them together. All right. So what have we been doing in the shop this week, right? So it has been a good kind of catch-up week. Post-Thanksgiving, this is our team's catch-up week. So we have been working a lot on getting Carnival ready to go because starting tomorrow, everything becomes Tree of Life for our team. And so Tree of Life is actually our next puzzle mystery quilt. Signups open for that at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. That's super important. I know people are like, 7 o'clock, it's not a big deal, but it is because certain colorways sell out within 30 minutes. And when a colorway sells out, it's oftentimes hard to add more people. So we encourage everyone, no matter where you are, to get there early, to get signed up, to make sure that you get the colorway you want. Also, if it does sell out and say for you sleep in, like it happens, I've been there, I've missed those times. If you do happen to miss it, use the wait list. Our team uses that. We can sometimes fit more people in. We definitely try to work the wait list as much as we can. It doesn't always happen, but we will do our best to make sure and see if we can squeeze as many people in as possible. So tomorrow at 7 a.m., you wake up, you've got your coffee in your hand, and you log on the website. What are the things that you're going to need to know? So when you go to cottoncuts.com, get started. It's on the screen on YouTube and Facebook. The first thing you need to know is what colorway do you want? There are 16 different colorways for Tree of Life. We just added 3 more. When we looked at it and we were listening to feedback, we're like, we have to add these 3 more. I'm super excited about the 3 new colorways. First thing, pick a colorway or 2 or 3. No judgment. We know a lot of people that like these projects and they want to give them, in a year to all their family as gifts. That is absolutely fantastic, great, and amazing. The second thing you're going to need to know is, do you want to prepay for your mystery and pay for everything all at once? or do you want to pay month to month? Now, obviously, everyone's financial situation is different. That's up to you. That's a personal choice. If you want to receive the clues each month and pay month to month, 1 month at a time, we will send that package to you once a month. You get to open it up and sew the parts and pieces together. Or if you choose to prepay and pay for the program all at one time, we will ship your fabric in one package. That is something we tried for Carnival. It has been so positively received, both by our team and by everyone that's been working on Carnival in that fashion. So we're going to keep doing that. So if you prepay, you'll receive all of your fabric in one box at a time, and then you receive the clues each month via email. Now, once you have how you want to pay and you've got your colorway picked out, there's all these kind of add-ons that we've added to the mystery as we've gone along. People have comments and questions, and we love that. And so we've enhanced the way the program works in a couple ways. So the first is our oops kits. And so this is something that a lot of quilt shops do when they're doing blocks of the month is an oops kit. And they give you a fat eighth of each of the colors in the program. And it's actually really, really cool. It comes in a package like this, and it's a good sampling of all of the fabrics that are in your mystery colorway. And so this is for if, say, you make an accident, you make an oops while you're sewing, you can just quickly cut the parts and pieces that need to be replaced, and you can actually then finish your clue. Now, if there's something where, we made a mistake, we always make that right. That is something I take great pride in with my team. We will always send you the parts and pieces if we've made the mistake. If you've accidentally lost or misplaced something, we definitely work on that with you. But in the event that you're like me and you have 2 minutes a month to sew, and if you leave the project, it's going to be a while before you get back to it. The oops kits are a perfect little way to keep going. Now, many people make it through the whole program and don't need it, in which case now you have some fun fabric to put on the back of your quilt or to put on an accent pillow or perhaps a bed runner. I know a lot of people have used them for all of those projects, which are great and fine. Now, the other thing that we have as well is we do thread kits. And so these are coordinating kits of thread that we send for each colorway. So it's different for each colorway. And the idea is we want you to be able to sit and sew, right? We don't want you to have to run around and look at all these different places. We want you to definitely be able to just sit and sew as quickly as possible. And so in the coordinating thread kit, you will get a spool of piecing thread. It's different depending on the colorway. If it's a darker colorway, you will get black. If it's a lighter colorway, you'll get white or dove. Or if it's kind of a medium, you'll get something gray. And then you get 3 coordinating spools of thread. Sorry, let me turn this around. Of Aurifil. It's all Aurifil 50 weight. Aurifil 50 weight is perfect for piecing and for adding embellishments to your quilt when you're done. And so these are great for stitching accents in your finished sandwich. This is great for adding a quilt label to the back, or just if you want to just freeform some added elements in some of the bigger spaces of your quilt, that's what these threads are for. And so it's meant to help you just have everything self-contained in a finished project. So when you receive your fabric, you sit and sew. We started offering border kits as well a couple mysteries ago. The quilt sizes are 48 by 60 and 72 by 72. And so people, those are great big sizes, right? Those are fantastic finished quilts. But some people wanted to make that the smaller one a little bigger. I know I have definitely made them bigger. The quilts I've made for my nephews, I've made bigger because I want them to be twin size. The large size quilts I've made bigger to make them a queen size. And so we actually have coordinated thread kits, or coordinated border kits, excuse me. And so these kits will make your quilt bigger. And so say you want to add just a little bit of extra. These are going to be fabrics that come directly from your mystery quilt. And because we know what it looks like, we make sure that you get the fabric that'll look nice on the outside and accent in the places, right? So that's the part of the mystery. You don't know how it's going to finish. And so because you don't, it's going to be hard to buy those borders. Now, we help with that because, again, we want you to be able to sit and finish a project that you're going to love. We also, last time with Carnival, started offering backing kits. And so this is a super common question, right? The idea of we want you to be able to sit and make a whole project. So we've started offering coordinating backing that you can buy now and that we will ship to you with your Clue 10 when you're ready to finish your quilt. And so we've worked with all of our manufacturing partners, and we found coordinating fabrics that'll go on the back that we can order and then send to you. Again, the idea is we want you to be able to have a finished quilt that you're going to know, that you're going to love. This has actually been working really well. When we have seen Village Green, there are more people finishing Village Green than any other mystery beforehand. And it's because we're really trying to get everything out so everyone can sit and sew in a single session and have a finished quilt. We want you to finish. That's the goal. And we want to help you get there every way that we possibly can. There's also a couple of cool other things that are coming for just Village Green. We're going to talk about those next week. We're going to talk about our community, or excuse me, for Tree of Life. Excuse me, I'm getting prompted from the sides. So for Tree of Life. So we'll talk about those next week. We're going to have a community tree that everyone will get to participate in. I'm super looking forward to this. We have a social media badge that's called I'm In, and all sorts of other crazy things. We'll talk more about those specifically next week. But for now, the important thing to know is 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Get there, make sure that you don't miss it. It is going to be so much fun. We are doing so many new and awesome things around here. On that note, the live next week, we're going to be in a new location. We're actually building a whole new studio for us here. This is what happens when our folks love to do awesome outside the box things. I love that. I support that. And I cannot wait to bring this to you next week at 9:30 at our new studio. Okay, so now the giveaways, right? Because we can't have a big party and have a reveal and have all of this content without giving stuff away. And so because tomorrow's a big day, we're going to be giving away one oops kit for each colorway. If you put in the comments what colorway you want to do. Real simple. Say you want to do redwood. Type the word redwood in the comments, however you are watching it. And we'll take a look at all the people that typed redwood, and we'll randomly pick one person, and they're going to get a redwood oops kit. Same for enchanted, same for secret garden. Every single colorway, you just put in the comments what your colorway is, and we'll pick one person, and you'll get an oops kit. Because we love the oops kits and we love the mystery. So comment if you're on Instagram, comment if you're on Facebook, comment if you're on YouTube. All right. Did I miss anything, guys? I know there's a lot of questions and a lot of comments coming up. What's up? And then I'm seeing yay. Okay, so I'm seeing a whole bunch of people commenting in on the colorways they're doing. This is fantastic. This is great. Definitely keep the comments coming. In 24 hours, we'll go through. So if you're watching this on a replay, which is awesome and great, feel free to comment on that feed and yours will be recorded. If there are any questions, put them in the feed and my team will get back to you and we will see you next week. Do not forget signups tomorrow, everyone, and we will see you soon. Bye now.